Oh hey guys, how's everything going? So today's video is all about the DualSense, the PS5 Dual Sense. I've had about like 2 to 3 weeks with it already. Gonna give you some impressions that I got from it. I'm also gonna share some tips when you're using this for the first time and maybe some interesting facts you didn't know about the DualSense. Without further ado, you guys, please leave a like if you can, if you will, if you please, and sub if you want to see more content like this. Let's get to the video. The Dual Sense, for me, this was the main reason I wanted to get a PS5. I was reading up a lot about the hype and how it adds to the immersion of the games. So for the most part, it's true. The first time you play or you use this controller, now especially there's one game in particular, and that game is Astro's Playroom. That game is a really good showcase for the DualSense. It is a game that is meant to show off what the DualSense can do. That's the first game you're going to want to try. You can tell right away what this controller can do when you first fire up Astro's Playroom. It's very jarring the first time that you fire it up. The triggers you can feel each time you take a step. If you're walking on sand, it has a different feel than when you're swimming in water. When you're also climbing, the climbing mechanics in that game is a really good showcase of the triggers. You feel the resistance with each time you grab like a ledge. I played Demon Souls with it. I played Miles Morales. They don't really showcase the controller as well. Demon Souls even less than the other games. I forgot I even had the DualSense when I was playing Demon Souls. I guess I was too busy on trying to survive because I suck at that game. With Spider-Man Miles Morales, as you're swinging, you can feel, like how the swing feels. The rumble is really good that way. It makes me think of the HD rumble of what it should have been on the Switch. It should have been something like this, but the controller was just way too small. The feeling that you get from a lot of these games would feel with HD rumble if it was in a larger control. There comes a time, it happened after maybe like a week of having it, where you kind of just get used to it and you start kind of forgetting about it. Now, I think this can be attributed to the games not utilizing what this controller can do. This controller is full of untapped potential, and the only game so far that has really tapped into what it can do is Astro's Playroom. So I'm hoping going forward games can make use of this, because it's a really nice feature to have. If games can include that kind of feedback that has been included in Astro's Playroom, immersion in a game can really be upgraded with just the use of this controller, but the developers have to make use of it. So I'm hoping it does not get forgotten about. So some things you may not know about this controller: the buttons feel different. So I don't know how else to describe it. They don't have a lot of clickiness to it. That's something you might notice as soon as you pick it up and play. You do get used to it though. You do get used to it, but it does feel a lot different than the PS4 controller and also the Xbox controller. Your guide button is now the PlayStation logo. The button right beneath it, if you press it once, it mutes your chat, because this controller does have a microphone in it where you can chat with other people. Now, I think they might have patched out this feature. When you unlocked a trophy, it would actually record surroundings around you. So I guess they wanted to record the reaction you got to the trophy unlocking. You can avoid that altogether by just pressing it once, and it mutes any kind of audio that it's recording. And if you hold it, it mutes everything that's coming out of the controller, including the sounds and also your chat headset. Some people have been reporting problems with the triggers in particular. So my triggers are still doing good 2 weeks after, and I think it really depends on how heavily you use the controller. I have been hearing that some launch controllers are having issues with the triggers. People are reporting that they lose the resistance on the triggers, and it's due to a little spring that's in there. You do have a warranty with Sony, so make sure to send it back to them and they can send you a brand new one. But just wanted to put that out there. There is some issues being reported, especially with the launch consoles. So my overall impression of this controller: it's a really nice controller. It adds to the immersion of games, but like I said, hopefully developers will continue to support it in one way or another going forward. I'm a little bit concerned that it's going to get forgotten, just the way the HD rumble was forgotten on the Switch. Have you had a chance to play with it? And if you have, let me know in the comments down below. Or if you want to talk about gaming, anything else you want that is on your mind, let me know in the chat. Please leave a like and a sub if you can, if you will, if you please. It would help out a lot. Without much else left to say, stay safe, stay awesome, you're cool.